Hi Libra, welcome to Spiritualista. This is your weekly energy forecast from the 22nd until the 28th of September. If you like a personalized deep dive reading, the link to my Etsy shop is below. So welcome to this new format. If you're new here, this might not look different to you at all. If you are a little bit of an older viewer, then this might be the first time you see my face, or you saw it a few weeks ago when I posted my face reveal video on my channel. So if you want to see that, go watch that. And if not, well, this is me. This is my face. We're going to start doing this now. And let's get right to your reading for the upcoming week and see what energies are going to be brought up for you here. So Libra, let's do a little pre-shuffle here for Libra. What is going on for you guys? All right. So, universe, please tap me into Libra's energy. Please tap me into Libra, highest possible source. All right, let's see what you guys have going on. All right, Libra. So this is a Celtic cross spread as usual. It's the same reading as I always do. So we do have 10 cards here that all have different positions, and that their positions have different meanings. So I'm going to go through them one by one. And then right at the end of the video, I'm going to give you a story explaining all the cards and how they connect to one another and what picture that paints of your upcoming week. Ooh, that fell away. One sec. Okay, so that fell out in reverse actually, and it is the 5 of Pentacles. So that's your present moment, but it is reversed, so it's good. Because this is a card, it's not the best card to get. It's like a little bit feeling left out, feeling alone, feeling like people aren't really seeing you right now. And this is reversed, so this means the opposite. So I'm going to put it down there. And let's see the rest here. So that's your present. We have your crossing card, which is the Page of Swords. And then we have your crowning card, which is the King of Wands. That is, the crossing is your challenge this week, and the crowning is your top of your mind, your conscious mind, right? And then the foundation card, the 3 of Cups, and that's your subconscious mind, your soul. And then we have your recent past. That is the Page of Cups, a little bit of romance there. And then we have your near future, which is the 6 of Wands. Nice, lots of celebration and victory going on for you guys. All right, so let's see your suggested approach, the King of Pentacles. And then we have your surrounding energies, or what you need to know, the Ace of Cups. Interesting. Is there a new person coming into the picture? Maybe like a little bit of romance there too. And then we have the 3 of Wands as your hopes and fears. And then finally we have your potential future, which is represented by the 2 of Cups. Nice. So it seems to be a romantic reading, guys. And then we have the 5 of Wands, a little bit of conflict and competition going on there at the bottom of the deck. So that's going to be the energy that is underlying this entire reading today. So let's get right into it and what these cards mean. So Libra, I just got to start off your reading by saying that I'm getting this immediate energy here that you're pulling yourself out of quite a bit of a struggle here. And you're also being asked to just keep your eyes wide open. There's something here. And yeah, let's find out what that is. I mean, we can start here as always in your present moment. And that's the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. And you're the only sign actually this week that has gotten a reversal. So that's interesting. However, it is the 5 of Pentacles. So I actually love seeing this card in reverse because it tells me that you're actually moving out of a chapter that has brought in some lack here and some isolation for you guys. So this card it's all about feeling left out and feeling alone. Like you're not connecting to your surroundings in a way that you have previously done, and where you feel just like sort of abandonment here. So it feels to me like you've been in an energy of survival mode here for a while, and this is likely emotionally, even though it's Pentacles, because Pentacles usually means that it's financially, but in this case I feel that it's more emotionally or spiritually for you guys. But now that door is starting to open again. So even though it's still quite a bit slow, you're starting to realize that you're not as alone as you thought, and that support is closer to you than it seemed before. And then crossing this energy here, we have the Page of Swords. And this is really interesting because it tells me that there's still some tension around you and how you're perceiving things. Because Page of Swords is this really strong, like student energy. It's like a learning kind of energy that's very curious and also a little bit defensive. And he has this tendency to just overthink things, almost like stalk his situations a little bit from the outside here. So even as you're starting to step into the light again, there's still this part of you that's watching everything closely here and maybe doubting whether like this new opportunities that are coming in and the connections around you are really safe for you. So together, these two cards, they feel to me like a turning point here where you're recovering and you're no longer stuck in that shut out place, you know, but your mind hasn't really quite caught up with your heart here yet. Yeah, and with this card here, like you might be a little bit hyper aware of things and just analyzing people around you, like analyzing their words and just waiting for evidence here and waiting for sort of the shoe to drop. So Spirit is showing you that this vigilance that you're experiencing, it is natural, but however, you don't have to let it run the show anymore. And I just gotta give a personal story here because yesterday, my doorbell rang and there were two men coming in that we're gonna check out the ventilation system. And one of them came into the kitchen where I record these videos, and I had my flat lay here on the table. I had my tarot cards, I had my crystals, and we were talking. Obviously he saw it, and we were talking about being able to work from home or working like while traveling. And I mentioned to him, because I just wanted to kind of break the ice about this situation here on the table. I was like, yeah, so I'm doing YouTube now. And he's like, so what do you do? I'm like, yeah, you see these cards, this is tarot. It's sort of like astrology, sort of like a weekly horoscope. It will tune into the person's energy. I do astrology based, so I do 12 signs. And I gave him like a little quick rundown. And the funny thing is, like, he was definitely not the person that I would expect was gonna be into this stuff. Like, he was this older Swedish man, like very friendly, but definitely not pertaining to the demographic that I assumed that people would look like that would be into tarot, right? So I was a little bit hesitant at first, but then it was here, so I had to talk about it. And he was a Libran. And I asked him, he was like, yeah, this is interesting. Like, can I follow your channel? I was like super happy about it. So hi, shout out to you if you're watching this video. And yeah, he told me about how he had a really, really rough summer and how these last couple of months for him have been really, really, really tough, right? And I was just, wow, mind blown by this, because I don't know a lot of Librans personally. And I know that I've been laying these spreads for you guys for quite a bit of time now. And yeah, we've been seeing the Tower over and over. We've been seeing the Five of Pentacles over and over. So I know that you've had a hard time. However, it's always interesting to meet people in real life outside of these videos where I do get that confirmation that this is truly accurate, you know, and this is something that has been going on. Unfortunately, in this case, it was something more negative because obviously he had a really hard time. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you're resonating with this, and if you want to share your story. I would love to hear that, and I reply to every comment. So it would be really affirming to me to know that these readings are resonating with you, and if you have had a hard time. But if you have, at least this here tells me that you're leaving that space now, you know, and it's reversed. So I think you have been feeling a little bit isolated. And I just want to put this out there as well, that this card here, since it's the Five of Pentacles, like I said, I feel very much that it is an emotional pain that you're going through. But I feel that it has maybe to do with some of you with a work situation. And it could be that you are maybe in a new workplace, maybe that you had to move to a different part of town and you're working in a new place, you have new colleagues, or you're working in the same place, but maybe they have replaced a bunch of colleagues that you got really well along with, that were your friends. And now you're feeling kind of like this fish out of water where you don't really belong, even though it's maybe your natural environment, you just don't feel like it is anymore. And that's the feeling of, yeah, just sitting in the break room and having your lunch and nobody's talking to you and nobody's asking you questions and nobody's interested in your life. And I'm not getting like a bullying energy from this. However, unfortunately, it could be for some of you. But I just wanted to put it out there since it is Pentacles. So it could be that as well. It could be something that you do still have your friend circle outside of this space, which we can see here with the Three of Cups. But however, that this is more in a professional setting where you're having this experience here. And so let's go into your crowning here. This is King of Wands. So when you're being crowned by the King of Wands, that's all about vision. And it's all about like feeling confidence in your own leadership here. So you're thinking really big right now, even with the circumstances here. And you're wanting to like take charge of your direction. And as a conscious mind influence, which is this position here, it shows me that your focus right now is on stepping into your authority, like over your own life, basically, and just being very decisive and very driven about it. And yeah, like this is the energy of someone that sees possibilities and just moves towards them with passion. So it tells me that you're thinking about how to claim your own power and have confidence in your path. And it's all about you taking those steps into leading others and inspiring them with your actions here. And then the foundation, like we said, like this is the Three of Cups. So Three of Cups at your root, it's a card all about friendship. Like it's a card about feeling supported by your community. So deep down, this is actually what's holding you right now. It is connection, even though you're feeling this here. And it's those bonds of love and just experiencing this togetherness with people around you. So even if the Five of Pentacles made you feel isolated here in the past, your foundation here is reminding you that you're not alone, you know? And this card says that your base here is truly rooted in happiness and friendships and being able to collaborate with those people. So at your core, you're supported by your circle, actually. And there's this big reminder here for you, like that your community is going to be your anchor here when the time comes where things start feeling a little bit uncertain for you. And you still do have that group of friends that I feel is a separate group from these people here that you can lean into for getting your social stimulus and getting to vent and getting to talk about your problems. And there's still people there to support you. So this is your subconscious. It knows that it has that. So make sure to lean into that whenever you're feeling like you're being left out. And then recent past is Page of Cups. So Page of Cups is a very light card. Like it's a card about lightness. It's like a very curious energy. It's like a very open, like emotionally open energy because it's a water element. So it usually shows up as a period where you felt a little bit more playful, you know, like you could touch on your imagination a little bit more and you felt more creative. Like there was this new emotional spark that came into your life and likely through a connection here. And it's also about messages, by the way. So it could be that you've recently gotten in touch with someone from your past that you've been waiting to reach out to, or that they've been wanting to reach out to you and then suddenly just ended up in your inbox again and just created a sort of shift in you that made you more open to possibilities again. So this card tells me that recently you might have experienced this new feeling of feeling open. And it's now setting the stage for what's coming next for you here, which is the Six of Wands. So Six of Wands, this is the near future position. So it's all about victory. And yeah, it's like about being successful, you know? So you're going to be feeling recognized for your efforts here. So it tells me that you're going to be feeling very seen. You're going to be feeling very celebrated for the things that you've achieved here in the near future, where you're stepping into a moment of just being acknowledged and where your efforts just pay off and you receive the recognition that you know that you deserve. So it's a beautiful card. And it's a card of triumph, really. And it's telling me that this week is going to bring you not only clarity, but also progress that other people are going to be able to notice and appreciate you and tell you about it, you know, which, yeah, you very much deserve. And suggested approach, King of Pentacles. So you have two kings here. And this is your advice for the week. So this is all about stability and it's all about like feeling responsibility here. So while the King of Wands and your crowning is showing your vision and your passion, the King of Pentacles is more about like this grounded leadership. So as an advice, it's telling you to pair this vision here with more steadiness and just long-term planning. So this card is encouraging you to be more practical and to be more consistent here and build your things with patience and have focus on what's sustainable and just trust that this grounded effort is going to be the thing that's going to secure your success. And Ace of Cups And what you need to know, this is another beautiful energy, and it's an energy of this new emotional opening that's happening for you. Like, it could be love, you know, it's Ace of Cups after all. It could also be spiritual renewal here. So what you need to know, there's this fresh emotional energy that's coming into your environment here. So this could be manifested as, as a new relationship for you. Could be like a deepening of an existing bond that you have, where you're going to feel this renewal of your own heart and your own sense of compassion here. So it's telling you that there's definitely love and there's definitely openness available to you right now. So just let it in, because it is surrounding you with this position. Even though the person themselves, they might not be expressing it in this moment, it's definitely there and they definitely feel it. And then the Three of Wands here and your hopes and fears, yeah, that's about expansion. And it's about you like wanting to be able to see the results from your efforts that you put out into the world and the growth that you're going through right now. So there's a little bit of anticipation here. And also I'm getting like there's a little bit of restlessness here, where you're super eager for your next chapter to start unfolding for you. But at the same time, there's a little bit of fear that this growth might not arrive. And if it does, that the results aren't going to be matching the effort that you actually put into it. So this card is reflecting your longing to step into your next phase, but also holding this nervousness that you have around this uncertainty here. And then looking ahead with the Two of Cups, potential future, this is another beautiful card. So you have like 3 in a row here, actually 4, which this is all about partnerships and feeling harmony, you know? And it's like you're getting this mutual recognition here from someone. So in your potential future, Libra, you're moving towards some deeper connections here. And yeah, I think it could be with this person here, actually. Definitely with the Ace of Cups. And it's showing me that there's going to be a bond that's going to be strengthened here. And that's going to bring in balance and support into your life. So it's an energy of unity. And it's reminding you that the partnerships is going to be a very central thing for you and in your path forward here. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from these. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And we have the 5 of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. So that's the undercurrent of your week. So it's hard. Like there's a little bit of conflict here and there's competition going on for you. And I feel that there's just a lot of just scattered energy going on with this card. And it doesn't have to mean like outright fighting, but it does suggest that there is a background noise, at least, of just tension here, where multiple energies and perspectives are just so clashing around you. So the reminder here is that while the 5 of Wands can feel chaotic, it also sharpens you and it teaches you how to stand firm in your own vision, even though you're being pulled by these distractions here in your surroundings. So your week, yeah, it's starting off here with the 5 of Pentacles, crossed by the Ace of Swords, which is all about, you know, like you're coming out of hardship. You're doing so through gaining more clarity and like gaining more truth, and you're finding your way forward to see something in like a new light here. And on your mind, there's lots of vision. There's leadership here, and you feel very passionate here, where you're also being reminded that community and friendships here are the foundation that's supporting you in all of this. And in your recent past with the Page of Cups shows me that, yeah, there's this opening in your emotions happening in your heart. And ahead, there's going to be some recognition and success coming in for you. And you're going to be feeling this like victory energy going on for you. So that's great, you know? And your approach with the King of Pentacles, yeah, it's telling you to pair your passion here with more grounded responsibility so that you can have this more long-term stability going on. And then the Ace of Cups showing you that there is love. There is renewal that's coming into your environment, and you're longing for expansion, but you're also very nervous about whether it's going to arrive. And yeah, it is. It is. Because you see here, like in your potential future, you have the 2 of Cups here telling you that there's going to be harmony and there's going to be connection, you know? And it's showing you that partnerships are going to be central to what's unfolding here this week. And so we got to talk about the 5 of Wands too, like that background of tension that's going on here. But the bigger picture here is that you're moving out from struggle and you're moving into clarity here. And you're going to be connected. And you're not going to be feeling isolated anymore. And you're not going to be feeling uncertain anymore. So you're going to be feeling recognized. and you're going to be feeling victorious. So this week is all about recovering and stepping into both your personal power and your partnerships with more confidence. And that's all I have for you today, Libra. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope this reading resonated, and if so, please give it a like and let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for your weekly energy forecasts. Okay, bye!